Well, even though I thought I'd be out of here by 6:30 at the latest, it is just about 7. So I'm gonna have to get moving. I'm trying to get some warm water going in the sink, and I'm just gonna prep my breakfast with that and then just carry it. I got about 10 minutes to get out of here by 7. And then I think today I'm either doing 25 or 24 up to Tate Gap. So that's the plan. Like I said, I'm gonna try and get out of here. Everything was damp like I expected, like very damp. I dried it best I could, and I'm hoping when we get up to Tate, it's supposed to be up. There's water nearby, but I'm hoping that by not being right up against water, we'll have no condensation. I had all the doors open. It just didn't matter. I mean, the temperature difference from me and in the tent compared to outside, and it's like all, looks like the Smoky Mountains out here. It's all smoky, but I had a great sleep, especially once I figured out I should pull my my woolly over my eyes to block the light from the bathhouse. that helped a lot. So anyhow, I'm gonna get going, and I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, we're still headed out, but I just realized this climb out of Reliance, out of the river gorge down here, it reminds me a lot of climbing up out of Hot Springs. So you kind of go, granted there's not any Forest Service road and pit toilets coming out of Hot Springs, but other than that, you start switchbacking up the side of the mountain here. So I'm about to another switchback. So it's weird, it gets cold, then I'm like, now that I'm climbing, I'm getting really warm. I've only got my wind pants on still at this point, but they're probably gonna have to come off pretty soon. I'm just gonna have to be sweating, so. All right, keep you guys up to date. Tennessee continues to provide the views. We are still headed on. Unfortunately, I missed a turn. Realized it went back and then went back the wrong way, 0.6 of a mile. And realized it when I got to a nice little campsite that I saw earlier and went, man, looks just like that campsite, and it was. So we've done an extra 2 miles so far today, counting the walk back from Reliance Fly Tackle. So, but it is 10:27, and I'm still making pretty decent time. So that is good. Ooh, the creek is nasty up here. Yuck. Gross. I hope I don't have to ford this anytime soon, because this is some brackish, nasty looking water. As you can see, it's like coffee. Ugh. Well, hopefully I'll be past this soon, because I don't want any part of that. But, I don't know what else to say. No point in rambling, so keep you guys up to date. Man, it's a tough little section. It's beautiful, which makes it rewarding, but it's hard for me to see how people do FKTs on this trail. This trail is tough. Had a little slip back there, but fortunately feet came out from under me and I just slipped and landed on my butt, and I was like, okay, cool, well, be more careful. So we are headed towards Coker Creek Camp. I'm gonna stop there and have some lunch and probably refill water. I've been carrying water. I haven't drank anything since I had my breakfast shake, which probably isn't the best of ideas. It's kind of warm, so I probably should have stopped somewhere. I managed to get past the creek. I was kind of dreading fording with only barely getting my left foot wet. I thought maybe I could get across completely dry, but there was a jump that I just wasn't sure with the pack on if I was going to be able to make it, and if I missed it, I was going to get really, really wet. So I decided that discretion was the better part of valor, and I slightly got my foot wet to get across, and that's that. So at least I didn't get both feet wet, didn't get my foot totally wet. Literally just got the front of my left foot, like of my toes, got wet. That's it. So, all right, just give you guys a little update on where we're at, and I'll keep you up to date. Alrighty, that is what I'm talking about, Tennessee. Holy crap. See the river running down there? Man, this is beautiful. I didn't do the Craig Mains. I'm not all the way out there. That's not my thing. So, sorry, Hawk. When you get up here, you can do that part for me. All right, keep you guys up to date. Just figured out with all the back and forth and everything, I ended up doing 12 by 12, which is not bad for leaving at 7 a.m. So I'm at Coker Creek Camp. I'm right down from the bridge. It's just right up here. Eating some lunch and getting some electrolytes in me. I think I waited too long to drink something. Not that I'm parched, but it's just I like to stay hydrated, so should have drank earlier. I'm gonna see how much further I've got to go before water again. I may fill up here. I've got a little bit of water still in my bag, but we'll see what happens. But I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, so we're crossing Coker Creek on the Coker Creek Bridge. My lunch was interrupted by some bear hunters. I saw their truck. I didn't see them, but they had the dogs out running. So I finished up and I'm moving on. So I guess we're going up
That way is the only way that makes sense. So. I don't see any blazes, but whatever. All right, keep you guys update. All right, I figure I'll bring you out. There's a pretty view through the trees. The reds are popping, man. And right now we're on the side of the mountain where there's no sun, so it's actually kind of nice and cool. Hoping the breeze kicks up, just cool me down some because it's been pretty warm. But I think based on the elevation I looked at just a little bit ago, we're mainly going to be cruising about 2,000 feet above sea level, just kind of ups and downs, but nothing crazy for a while. So should be interesting. We're still headed to Tate Gap. That's the plan for the night. And that's about it for now. I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, it's 2:30. Yeah, just about, and we are headed to Tate. So we've got 8 miles. We've been doing a little better than 2 miles an hour, so thinking maybe 6:30 still. I'm gonna stop at Unicoi and take another sit-down break for a few minutes to drink something and eat some peanut butter probably. But Tate is the goal for the day, so potentially 4 more hours, so 6:30-ish. All right, keep you guys up to date. All right, made it to the Unicoi Gap / the Unicoi Turnpike, which made me think it was actually something, but it's not something. It's literally a gravel parking lot. So popped out the Bearikade, sat down, ate some peanut butter, drank some water. I ran some wetties right before I was almost down here. They offered me some water, but I'm good on water, so. I heard him mention cheese, and I was just kind of like, ooh, I'll eat some cheese if you got some cheese. But I didn't want to be like, hey, y'all got some cheese over there? So according to the signs earlier, it was 4 and 4, but according to Guthook, it's 4.6 from here to Tate. So I made it here right at 3:35, so made pretty good time. So I'm about to wrap it up and get moving again. And like I said, I'm gonna try to I'd like to be at Tate by 6, if not earlier. So I'm gonna get everything strapped up and ready to go, and then I'll keep you guys up to date. Sorry about the jostling. It's very close to the end of a long day. I think I'll have ended up doing 28 today, maybe. And all that by 6 o'clock, it looks like. So, I feel good about that day. That's a good day. All right, I'll keep you guys up to date. I'm gonna try and keep the pace up and get the gap where I'm staying and get set up hopefully before the sun goes down. So, all right, so here's the plan. Got the Tate Gap, and I didn't find anywhere flat. There's definitely nothing flat down by the homestead. It's all grown up and nasty. I did go back down there and get water because there was no creek flowing across the trail. There was seepage, but I went down there and there was a real good flow coming out of the wall. So I went ahead, I had about a liter. I filled the bag all the way up so that I know that's enough for dinner, breakfast, and to get me going in the morning. So, oh man, it's beautiful red behind me. See if you can, Yeah, look at that. So I started looking through Gut Hook. There's a mountaintop right up here, like 0.7 from where I was, but it doesn't mention anything about camping spots. So I'm just gonna see if there's nothing up here. Then I saw, oh, sorry about that. I saw where somebody mentioned that right before Sandy Gap, which is about 3.5 miles from where I'm at now, there is a camp spot about 1/10 of a mile before it. So that's what I'm shooting for, and that'll just knock off another 4 miles for tomorrow. So I'll only have to do a 20, which I'll probably still get up early. I'll just end up hiking late tonight, and then I'll probably hopefully get the Wig Meadow in time for sunset that way. So that'll work out, but I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, so end of the day recap. We are 1/10 of a mile short of Sandy Gap. So I think that knocked another 4 off of tomorrow's mileage. So I think we only got to do 20 tomorrow maybe. But I got everything set up. It was nice and breezy earlier. Dried the tent out mostly. I can still see a little bit of moisture in here, but hopefully by morning will be dry. Ate some dinner and then packed everything up in the Bearikade. Took some Motrin because my Achilles are really tight, and that's that. I'm gonna go to bed. It's right about hiker midnight, I think, or close enough to it. So I will catch you guys in the morning.